This is probably the first time I've heard a CHH album that sounds like this. Maybe I'm just not cultured, or maybe this is kind of groundbreaking at the same time. But one thing I noticed, so it's all influenced by this Afrobeat sound. But Go Like, the track Go Like, was probably the only record that was made to be like a conventional rap song. So, is there a specific reason that you guys chose to just be sonically heavy-handed, I guess you could say, with the whole album? So I feel like everything sounds the same. Is there a reason you chose to make it sound like that?
That's the sound of the
What
future.
is this?
Limo, you want to jump in? Or you want me to do it?
Yeah, just go on.
Well, number one, I think Afrobeat it's a sound that is actually, if I'm not mistaken, you can speak to this, Limo. I actually do want you to speak to this.
Yeah.
I got a tweet today. I mean, I've got a million of these tweets, but today it just stood out to me. A young lady was saying, "Finally, Afrobeat that's not about drugs and this and that, right?"
Drugs, yeah, I got
right. That. She was like,
"Yeah,
that's been something we've been missing for so long." So what that reminds me of is kind of what CHH was in its early stages here. Like when we first came out the gate, it was like, finally, I can throw away. It feels like people are like, I can throw away my Burner Boy now. This is what we've been thirsty for. You feel me? Or we've heard it before, but not. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's the reason why we actually went that direction is, first of all, hip hop has enough audience already. Hip hop does have enough audience already. So if we're looking at both our fan bases, on your side, y'all have a lot of hip hop. On our side, we are also very familiar with hip hop. But on your side, you guys are not so familiar with the Afrobeat sound. So it just made a lot of sense that if we're going to create this project, it will feel more special if we tilted more in this direction of the Afrobeat sound. And I mean, just going by the feedback already, you and I will both agree it's been crazy exciting. For one, the people on your side are getting to hear, most of them are getting to hear this sound for the first time, which is good, which has been like my vision for the sound in the past couple of years, because I always thought, I am familiar with American CHH, and this is my sound, and I've always dreamt like I want to take this sound out there. And it just made a lot of sense that you was the person who was like the perfect bridge formation for me to take this sound to the other side. Yeah. And also, I mean, the season that we are in, Afrobeat is characterized with a lot of happiness, and it's just like, it just immediately brings a lot of happiness. The world is sad right now, man. We need a lot of happiness. And so go Afrobeat.
Go Afrobeat.
So yeah, that's made a lot of sense.
And here's another thing. If you know me, I've always wanted to push boundaries. And we put together an album that's reflective of a global experience. Because the truth of the matter is that in the States, I've played Nigerian churches. I've done conferences, Nigerian conferences. And there's a lot of Christians and Christian hip hop artists, or Christian artists in general, that don't know about this world. Like, it's a whole, in the States. I'm talking about in the States. In the States, it's a whole world unto itself. You see what I mean? And we're, as Christian hip hop artists, we're connecting with the audience that loves that. But that's not the only space I travel in. Even in the States, I'm moving in spaces where this is really, they like Christian hip hop secondarily. Afrobeat is really their native tongue. You see what I'm saying? That's really what is native to them. So for me, it's like, I want And I wanted to even expose Limo, like when the borders open back up, Limo's coming out here and doing some award shows with me. And when he does, when they see and hear him, guess who's going to be lighting up? The African world that's in the States. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? All the African churches, the young people, they are going to eat Limoblaze up. They're going to be so excited about it. And again, all it does is continue to bridge. All it does is bridge those gaps. It brings a world of everybody talking white evangelicalism, white church. I'm like, nobody knows about the African church in the States. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so much more going on in the world that I feel like I've been exposed to, that I'm like, okay, it's important that this sound is exposed in light of this space. I mean, is emphasized rather in light of this space over here, the one that nobody's really speaking to. So, put all of it together, and that's why we went heavy. We were heavy-handed on the Afrobeat.
It's really dope. You guys,
and we got more coming because I love it. I'm having fun.
All right. So that's you guys are just realizing that, it's bigger than you, and that's really cool. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Obviously, COVID complicated a lot of things, but would there have been plans, or are there still plans, if able, that you guys would actually tour or perform this album together in any way?
Definitely. I mean, once the borders are open, that is the plan, and I believe strongly it's going to happen. The people are already waiting for it. The excitement is everywhere. The album has literally been the most talked about thing in the African space in the past 2 days. So yeah, and we're really just waiting for the borders to open up, man.
So do you guys have anything you want to plug or say before you guys cut away, whether it be, something on your own or together? Doesn't matter.
Stream Bridges, yo. Buy Bridges. Support Bridges. That's all I gotta say.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
Everywhere they sell music, Bridges.
All right. Well, dope, guys. Thank you.
Wait.
Limo. Sir. Yes, sir.
Listen, yo. My grandfather from Lagos, Yoruba, you know what I'm saying? And I just want you to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on the goosey and eating the fufu, you know? I'm there with you, bro, right? But I just want to tell you, it's going to break your heart, bro. Liberian jollof rice is better. Liberian jollof rice is better, son. The shrimp, chicken, beef, and bro, what?
I hate you, bro.
It's the lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, I had to switch sides on them, bro. I had to, I'm not. That's the song.
Wait, man. Are you sure? Wait, man. Are you sure you've had Nigerian jollof? Like,
bro. I'm finna have some for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? My wife is Liberian, so her mother-in-law make it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm there, bro. I'm in there like swimwear. I'm there.
So have you had actual Nigerian jollof?
Yeah, bro.
A Nigerian who has stayed the most part of their life in Nigeria.
Yes, I have, and I'm trying to tell you what it is.
Maybe he wasn't a good cook. Maybe he wasn't a good cook.
Look! I done ate it at restaurants. I done ate it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I did have one.
Take this to Twitter, man. You are never winning this poll.
Right, listen, bro. You
won't make it out alive, bro.
Listen. We will go to war, bro. I'm about to start a July Twitter war with you, bro. We in here. Like,
that's good. Yeah, but that's good. That's good for promotion.
That's right. So look, that's how we build the bridges, bro. It's the bridges, but it's gonna be like the tanks and people with jollof rice just throwing at each other on the bridge.
That's good for their record. That's good for pen game. You can start that war. Just make sure you're plugging everything that you're supposed to be in the comments.
Bridges is as good as Liberian jollof rice. That's what we're gonna
do. This is what he tried to do, Limo. He was all nice to you, asking nice questions, have a good conversation. And right at the end, he's like, "Oh, he's leaving. It's time to jump him."
Right, sir. You can't do nothing. Yo, hey, truth. Yo, I did want to ask you a question. You're gonna go at him now? I'm not. I just want to know, like, when you witness to people, do you like walk up to them and be like, Hey, can I talk to you about my friend? Bro, I repeated that so much on the album, bro. I don't know why. That joint had me in my room like, hey, can I talk to you?
Oh man,
wow, bro.
This wouldn't be an episode of Pen Game without him going off on the people that we're interviewing at the end. So,
so again, an episode without him.
Yeah, it's all part of the thing. But guys, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for hanging out with us. This was super dope.
Absolutely, man. Good to see you guys. Thank you guys for the interview. Until next time.
All right.
Peace. Yeah, bro. All right, so that was The Truth and Limoblaze talking about their album Bridges. It was more like a sermon in there, a seminar. Everybody learned something for sure, and you watching this would definitely take into school the 101. So guys, let's kick it around real quick. We'll go Luke, Cutright, Eli, talking about this episode and how you felt about everything.
Man, really good episode. I thought it just opened my mind to a lot of different concepts, just stuff I'm not really educated on, and also to hear from a pioneer, if you would, in this genre, like just his thoughts on what things started out as and the foundation that they were able to build. Like, that's really cool. And all of that they talked about really does jump out at me in this recording too. And so it's cool to hear that they're going to do more down this avenue. And so I'm looking forward to that.
Word. I mean, I thought it was a good conversation, very edifying, very educational. You know what I'm saying? It inspired. It laid out a lot. Even, you know what I'm saying, even just going into the album was really good. So just hearing their hearts behind the album and them laying it all out there helped to make it even better. You know what I'm saying? When you find out like what's in this and they tell you like, you know what I'm saying? The secret ingredient, it was love. Love was it, you know what I'm saying? It makes it all the more better. So man, I appreciate the wisdom and the time that these brothers had, to share the truth, but I still think they should have named it Blazing Truth, but that's just me.
Yeah, man, I love the word that Cut just used there, edifying. I think that is the perfect encapsulation of this entire session of the album. I'm feeling uplifted. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go listen to some Afro beats off this album again a little later, and I think that's kind of the most beautiful thing. And Limo talked a little about this in the interview, the idea that they wanted to give us something to really just enjoy amid all the pain and the craziness happening in 2020. And I think they more than accomplished it. So thank you, Truth. Thank you, Limo. Thank you, guys. This is great.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty dope. We have back-to-back episodes of Pen Game where we have Kardak and Sinvergüenza and just that beautiful Latino fusion of music. And now we get to hear a totally different culture, African, Nigerian, the Afro music. And it's so dope that not only are we getting to get exposed to culture and exposing it to other people, but CHH is trending in that direction. It's like, okay, let's have Latinos, let's have African culture. Like, what's next? Like, are we going to see some like an Asian movement, or are we going to see, Brazilian? Like, I know there's a big Brazilian music scene. So I think it's pretty dope to just kind of see the culture like all melding together and creating a global movement of Christian hip hop.
I just want to see who's going to start yodeling in CHH. That's what.
Bro, you know I was about to say it, bro. I was holding it back.
Eli saw you unmute. He saw you unmute, and he was ready. He was ready with the trigger. But yeah,
recording music out, bro. That's it, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. If you're keeping score, this was episode 5. I'm not going to run through the names because as the longer we go, the more names I'm going to have. But if you haven't checked out the previous episode, it was Kardak with Sinvergüenza. And of course, this episode, The Truth and Limoblaze with their album Bridges. Again, special thanks to them for joining us, for making this cross-continent connection happen. And everybody stay tuned for who we got next. Peace.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.